Even anything that's happening around us, even the critical situations of our life, we can turn them around. We see the good things even in the negative and the bad situations. What's good now is we are able to stay at home, meditate, go within, and we are able to still connect with each other. It's not social distancing, it's a physical distancing, but we are connected spiritually, energetically. So, we both welcome you all to this episode 4 that we are talking about inner journeys, the series called Inner Journeys, and we are taking different topics for every episode. Today, the topic is an advanced knowledge about science of breathing, SWASA, MAHA, VIGYAN. Third episode, we talked about SWASA Vidya. Today, we are going to talk a little more in depth about how energetically the breath is connected with many things in our body and the subtle bodies. So, right now, I request Lakshmi to begin with her message. It's always wonderful to hear her. So, over to Dr. Lakshmi.
Thank you.
That's really wonderful. Wonderful.
My dear friends, my dear Sangha, my pranams to all of you. Happy Sri Ramanavami to all of you once again. First of all, I just want to express my gratitude to all those who are working incessantly, starting from our Prime Minister, our beloved Narendra Modi ji, all the chief ministers, all the government officials, all the doctors, all the police, each and everyone who is working relentlessly in these challenging times, we express our deep gratitude for their services.
I think many volunteers
Many
as well.
volunteers, yes, everyone, everyone.
Everyone.
So, friends, apart from all these people, there are so many masters, there's so many angels, there's so many guides working incessantly for the past so many years because they knew about this catastrophe. They knew, and they are trying their best to help humanity. They are trying to guide us in so many different ways. But how many of us are really able to feel them, listen to them, receive their guidance? So, friends, at least those of us who are on this path, who are spiritual seekers, we need to now look at that root cause. It's absolutely wonderful. We are doing everything possible at the physical level. We are doing our best by maintaining the physical hygiene. We are cleaning our hands. We are maintaining the social distancing. Everything. We need to follow this. At the same time, in these difficult times, in these challenging times, those who are on this path, those who are spiritual seekers, we need to go within. We need to understand the root cause for this situation, for this problem. If the scientists will come out with a vaccine, that is wonderful. That would be wonderful. That's a blessing for this planet Earth. But still, we need to go to the roots. We need to understand the roots. Because in these difficult situations, many times, many difficult situations, whether it is Mumbai getting flooded or something else, we just come together. We support each other. We help each other. We do our best. And once the situation just goes off, we are back to square. So this is called a vairagya, not a real genuine vairagya, but a false detachment we experience in these difficult times. So there are different types of vairagyas. There is something called prasuti vairagya. When a mother is giving birth to her child, she experiences so much pain and she feels that, oh my God, this is the last time. I will not go through this pain again. But once that passes, the detachment goes off. And there is another type of vairagya called smashana vairagya. We all know about this vairagya. Whenever we visit someone, maybe our relatives, maybe our close loved ones, we attend funerals, we attend some death ceremonies. So when we attend those ceremonies, there's so much of grief everywhere. And we reach to that state of neutrality where we feel, oh my God, this life is so impermanent. I think I should use my time very productively. I shouldn't waste my time. So we go through all these different feelings. We have that sort of detachment for a few days. We feel that now I have to live my life properly. I should utilize my time properly. I should be humble. I should live with humility. And after a few days, that vairagya, that detachment just goes off and we are back to the square. And there is another vairagya called Purana Vairagya. Whenever we listen to some great masters, whenever we listen to some discourses, we also feel that, yes, I should do it. I should be detached. I should understand myself. I should realize myself. But again, after a few days, it just goes off. So, friends, this is called a temporary detachment we all experience. And once that situation is gone, then we are just back to our own old habits, our old lifestyle. So, it is so important for all of us because this is such a challenging time. This is not fun, friends. This is a really, really, really challenging time. The challenging time we are experiencing. Something very real. The pain we are experiencing is real. The pain we are going through as a collective consciousness, the fear that is gripping the humanity, it's real. Right now, we are experiencing that. So, apart from doing all these things, we all need to know, we all need to understand what is the problem and what is the solution, a permanent solution. Maybe we have to move towards a permanent solution. Otherwise, it tends to repeat. History repeats. If we don't learn the lesson, history repeats. So, friends, at this point of time, for the past so many months, I'm feeling a sort of sadness within myself. Because a continuous events, the Amazon forest, whatever has happened with the Amazon forests, because the Amazon forests are the lungs for the Mother Earth. So whatever has happened there, if they are burnt, then the lungs of the Mother Earth are being burnt. And then whatever has happened in Australia, the bushfire, so many animals were burned. Seeing all this, I'm just experiencing something in my heart for the past so many months. So at this point of time, I feel like sharing something very personal, my personal experience with all of you, because you're all like-minded people. You're all part of the Sangha. So I'm not here to impose my ideas or my feelings onto others. I'm just here to share my feelings, whatever I'm feeling right now, with all of you. The inner voice within me is asking me to share this with everyone. Otherwise, I'm not a person who is into much of technology. I always want to be in silence. Only when there is a need, I speak. Only when there is a need, I guide people. But right now, this inner voice within me is asking me to share this experience with all of you. But to understand this experience, you need a heart, not just the physical heart, but a heart that can feel. I truly feel you all have that heart which can feel. So, friends, I just want to share this experience with all of you. That has happened 14 years back. Dr. Newton and myself, we were visiting South America. We were in Peru. And at that point of time, we met this friend, a shaman. And it was a great synchronicity. She herself offered that she wanted to just guide us into a shamanic journey with the help of some sacred herbs. So we were always ready to experience something divine. We were always ready to experience something beyond. So at that point of time, when we were going through this experience with the help of these sacred herbs, I just had this experience, a mystical experience, an amazing experience. And during that few hours, what happened was our shamanic friend said, today there are almost 8 to 10 people, but the spirit of Mother Earth will select one of you during this journey, during this process. We didn't even know what that, the spirit of Mother Earth selecting somebody, what's going to happen. We don't know anything because it's a new experience for us. So, in that experience, what happened with me was after few minutes of taking that sacred herb, I became unconscious. I became unconscious. And later, Dr. Newton told me that I was in that state for almost 1 hour. They were all worried about me because there was no pulse. There were no signs. But during that time, for me, it felt like few seconds, few minutes, I was experiencing that. So in that experience, what happened to me was I was just sucked into that black hole. I was just going, traveling so fast. I was sucked into that black hole. And I was just reaching to that source. I just touched that source. I was almost there. But suddenly, after touching that, having that experience, I just can't explain it in words. I just heard Dr. Newton's voice calling me. Very soft, somewhere, very distant voice calling me. Then immediately I felt, oh, he's calling me. I need to go back. So his words brought me back here to this life. And after coming back, there are tears in my eyes, but it doesn't matter. After coming back, I just cried for 1 hour. Such a deep cry. And I felt that it's the pain of the Mother Earth. Whatever she was experiencing, the deep cry for 1 hour Nobody could understand what was happening, but I understood. It's the pain of the Mother Earth. It's the pain of all those beings who are being tortured, who are being killed for no reason. And then, after 1 hour, I started laughing for almost 1 hour. I just went beyond, I just transcended. And from that state, that connection with the source, I was just laughing at the whole drama, whatever is happening here, this Leela. So, friends, after having this experience, it took me almost 2 years to integrate this experience. And I was not the same. I was different after having this experience. Before this experience, maybe I was aligned to myself, my higher self, my mission, maybe 95%. But after this experience, I realized I completely aligned to my purpose. Many people feel Dr. Lakshmi is an animal lover, so she just talks about vegetarianism or protecting animals or taking care of them. No, I'm not only an animal lover. I love my planet Earth. I love each and every being on this planet Earth. And it's my dharma as a responsible citizen of this planet Earth, this wonderful planet, this loving planet, to take care of each and every being on this planet Earth, my dear friends. So I love my planet Earth. I love my mother planet Earth. Today I feel this Mother Earth is giving this message to all of you. I'm not speaking. She's speaking. She's giving this message to all of you. This is our planet. It's our responsibility. It's our dharma as the elder brothers, elder sisters on this planet Earth to take care of each and every being on this planet Earth, to give them that opportunity to live their life. They have the right to live like all of us. So I now want Dr. Newton to share
Wonderful.
his.
I am touched by hearing again your experience. I was a live witness to what you were going through a few years back when we were going through this journey. And actually, for an hour, there was no pulse rate. I checked her pulse. There was no pulse to Dr. Lakshmi at that time. And she stopped breathing. And there were no signs of life in her. That moment, she left the body. And I was almost like panicked because she was so dear to me and I don't want to lose her. And I was calling her. And when she came back, I was so happy. She came back, with a renewed energy and a sense of direction, purpose. And she was in tears, tears. And again, hearing this beautiful experience, it's again really touching me so deeply. So, dear friends, we are here on this planet Earth for an important reason. And there is something that's happening collectively, as a group consciousness around the globe. Coronavirus, COVID-19 strain, it's almost like affecting group consciousness, collective humanity. Everyone is touched, moved in different ways. And it's so important right now. We also can resonate and vibrate at a higher octave, higher frequencies, and then shift something on our planet Earth. Because this is a lesson for each one of us. This COVID-19 is teaching us certain valuable lessons. Our Mother Earth has been telling us so far so many things, but we ignored. And it's so important now. The time has come. On this planet Earth, everyone can open our hearts. We love our Mother Gaia. She is the mother of all the mothers. She is the supreme mother. She is supporting us. She is holding us as her children. We'll really also now open our hearts and listen to what she is saying. She wants all the beings on this planet Earth to really live happily together, not hurting each other, not harming each other, not killing each other. We can live differently. We can have different way of living from now. So I heard today that our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has requested the whole nation, 130 crores of people in India, to do something very beautiful thing on 5th of April, April 5th at 9 p.m. in the evening. We are all going to light a diya, light a lamp. Could be a candle or switching on the flashlight in your mobile phone, something like that. We switch off all the electrical lights. We light a lamp like a candle. It's a kind of a beautiful intention that we collectively release to the universe that let there be light. Let all the darkness that's covering on the planet Earth right now be completely dispersed through this light that we light in every home. Each one of us, we do with such sincerity, with such prayerful attitude that day. And our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji asked us for 9 minutes to do this. 9 minutes we light the lamp, we all contemplate, we focus, we send our sankalpa, we all have this collective energy. All of us, 130 crores of Indians, and even all the friends from different parts of the world, from Costa Rica, from Austria, our friends joined today, from Vietnam, and from UK, from USA, to Canada. All of you, my dear friends, you can also join because somewhere we are all belonging to one humanity. We're all one. So that day, on 5th of April, that is, I think, day after tomorrow, right? Day after tomorrow, at 9 p.m., we're going to light the diya, light a lamp. Could be an oil lamp or a candle light. And we intend. After that, if you prefer, you can meditate also. We can do 9 minutes of meditation. In that meditation, we also connect energetically, all of us together. We breathe We take inhalation and exhalation with awareness. And it's like there's a universe which is breathing into our nostrils. We experience that collective breathing. For 9 minutes, we meditate together to create ripples of vibrations and energies around the planet Earth. And also that day, we intend, along with this lighting the lamp, that may our Mother Earth experience these beautiful new energies. We also intend that may on this planet Earth, everyone really respect, take care of all the animals. Everyone will become vegetarians because it's so important now. Ahimsa Jagat, Shakahara Jagat. That means our world need to really now stop the old ways of eating food like eating animals and all that. It's so important to respect the life, and we only take the plant energy, plant products. We're not chopping the plants, we're not killing the plants. Know that the plant energy is so important for us. We respect all the animals. That day, we also release this intention about our Mother Earth. So, dear friends, really it is something very beautiful at testing times to all of us. If we all of us have co-created this reality collectively, we are all responsible. Not only just we talk about oh, it started from China and all that, but collectively it's a responsibility of all of us. There are many who are not speaking, even though they know the truth. Even when we stay in silence, not telling the truth also is a lie. At least those who are awakened, who are higher intellectuals, who are intelligent people, who can speak, must speak and share that, yes, our Mother Earth needs compassion. Right now, compassion is needed for all the animals. So, may our planet Earth experience Shakahara Jagat. Shakahara Jagat ki Jai Ho. Ahimsa Jagat. Let there be non-violence on the planet Earth. Ahimsa Jagat ki Jai Ho. Dhyana Jagat ki Jai Ho. Let there be meditation which can really transform the whole planet Earth. Jai Ho, Jai Ho, Jai Ho. Right? That's
Yes.
really wonderful. I request you to speak further.
Yes. So, friends, let us not only lit the lamps outside, but let us also lit the lamps inside. And these inner light, these inner lamps will disperse all the ignorance in us. So, friends, let me continue with that experience. And after that experience, after a week in my dream, I met Mother Earth. In South America, in the shamanic tradition, they call her Pachamama. So I met Mother Earth and she gave me this message, she gave me this task. And from that moment onwards, our life is completely dedicated to this mission, to this purpose. There's nothing personal for us. Every second of our life is just intertwined with our purpose. And this is our purpose to spread this awareness to each and every being on this planet Earth, to spread this awareness, to guide people, to go within, to realize how divine they are and how divine everyone else is, how divine every other being is. And friends, after this experience, I just want to share with all of you that this is such a sacred experience You should not try this experience just for the sake of fun, because you need to have an intention and you need to respect the whole process, the whole journey. You need to respect that sacred herb. You need to respect the spirit of the Pachamama. So, after this experience, after integrating this experience after 2 years, then we were just traveling everywhere, everywhere, spreading this awareness, spreading this wisdom, the importance of vegetarianism or importance of being compassionate to other beings, to animals, to plants. And then, friends, I just want to share something, because many people, they just say, I just can eat whatever I want. I will do whatever I want. I'll just do whatever I want. I eat whatever I want, and I'm spiritual. It can't be. You just can't talk about compassion having meat in your plate. It's not possible. Compassion, when you utter that word compassion, that compassion is not only for your fellow human beings, it's also for all the other beings on this planet Earth. So, recently, 1 month back, we were coming back. We were coming back from Life University after finishing a program. And on our way, suddenly we looked at the sky. Initially, Dr. Newton looked at the sky, and we saw thousands of bats flying away. Initially, we thought they are birds, but no, they were very different. They're so black, groups, thousands of bats flying away. So then we just confirmed it with our driver friend who was driving us. He said, no, they are not birds. They are like these, in Telugu we call gabilam, the bats. So immediately it was a sign from the universe, because the universe is always trying to give us so many signs and symbols. So it was a sign from the universe. Suddenly, it's such a rare thing to see thousands of bats flying away as if somebody is just, doing something to them. And we felt something is wrong. Something is going to happen, because it's a sign from the universe. So, friends, even if you just understand the symbolic language or the spiritual meaning of seeing a bat indicates death. Death doesn't mean physical death, but death of something that doesn't serve us anymore. Maybe our old beliefs, our old thoughts, something. It's about letting go of the past, dying to the past, and starting, making a new beginning. That's what the bats represent. So, here, let us try to understand. There might be many causes for whatever is happening right now with the corona virus. But as spiritual seekers, we all need to realize, we all need to understand about this particular topic, how we are exploiting, how we are invading the habitats of other beings, and how this invasion, how this disruption, how this destruction of their habitat is causing so many different illnesses. So this clearly shows that the Prakriti, the Mother Earth, is reacting to something. She's trying to give us some messages. She's trying to give us some signals. So in the past few years, maybe 50 years, we have been experiencing continuously something like anthrax, bubonic plague, Ebola virus, and then SARS, and then now coronavirus. So why is the humanity going through this experience again and again? Maybe the viruses are different, but again and again, the same situation is repeating. So friends, we all need to understand right now as responsible citizens of planet Earth about these zoonotic diseases. The zoonotic diseases, they can make a jump, of a species barrier, and it can affect human beings at a very drastic level because our immune system is not yet geared up to that experience. So here, I just want to share a few things with all of you today because it's very important. We just can't live in ignorance anymore. At the same time, we are not here to blame anybody. We are not here to blame each other. You are responsible for this, you are responsible for this country is responsible for this, that country. No, we are not here to waste our time, but we are here to understand what's happening on this planet Earth, and what can we do about it. We have to move towards the solution. We should not waste our time blaming each other. So friends, so they have found out that most probably the coronavirus might have originated from the wild bats. Most probably. Maybe there might be some other reasons. And there are some intermediate hosts to affect the humans. So now they are trying to figure out, they're doing so many things. They're thinking that pangolins are the intermediate hosts, or the civet cats are the intermediate hosts, or the snakes are the intermediate hosts. So friends, here we just need to understand, are these animals responsible for this coronavirus? Are they coming and disturbing us? Are they coming into the cities? No. They're just happily living in their own habitats, in the forests, in the caves. They're very happily, they're not disturbing anybody. They don't blame anybody. They live in the moment. They eat only when they are hungry. Who is disturbing? Who is invading? Who is exploiting? Who is destroying their habitats? So the truth is, whether we accept it or not, the humans. So every day, so many animals are being killed for so many different purposes, whether it is food or for your beauty products or for your leather bags or your leather upholstery or for medicines, some traditional medicines, whatever it is. So you just need to understand, just for example, I just want to share how important a bat is for the ecosystem. Just for example, that way each and every being is playing its role in helping the ecosystem. So the bats are pollinating. They are the pollinators, and they are dispersing so many hundred varieties of seeds everywhere on this planet Earth. They are responsible for our mangoes. We are enjoying our mangoes every summer. The banana we are eating every day. And then the papaya, so many different species. So they are helping the ecosystem. At the same time, each bat, it's eating almost 10,000 insects in 1 hour, a small bat. So that way, they're just helping us in so many different ways. And even the echolocation, the navigation system they use, that is partly responsible for whatever we have, the technology today we have about the sonar in ships or the ultrasound. So friends, they're helping us in so many different ways to maintain the ecosystem. Can you imagine your summers without mango? Can you imagine if mango disappears from this planet Earth?
There is no mango heaven
There's
then.
no mango heaven. We are experiencing mango heaven in summers, and we wait for summers to just taste those mangoes. And can you imagine a banana? Can you imagine any religious function or any prayer or any puja, any homa without a banana? It's not possible. Without bats, all these things will disappear, friends. And if there are no bats, we'll have this problem of mosquitoes, insects everywhere. And even the bats are helping the farmers because they don't need to use the pesticides if the bats are there. But what are we doing to these poor mammals? Do you know what atrocities are being done? Every day, so many bats are being killed for the bush meat. So many bats because they stay in caves, dark caves, abandoned caves. They're not disturbing us. And many people are just going, invading those caves because there is something called guano. Guano is called the bat droppings. And the bat droppings are considered to be the best manure. And for that manure, humans are invading these caves, these abandoned caves, and they're disturbing their habitat because they just want to do business. And there are so many 22 species of fruit bats that live in an island in Indonesia. And all those fruit bats are now coming to extinction, friends. Extinction. Just because you want to use them as meat, as your food, or people consider that it will increase your sexual powers, it's being used in some traditional medicines, you're just killing, and they're all becoming extinct. It's the same with pangolins. Do you know about pangolins? The pangolins, they have these scales. And these pangolins, again, are being trafficked, the animal poaching, because these scales are considered very precious. They are being used in some Chinese traditional medicine, and they're being killed. Thousands of them are being killed. And you know, they are nature's pest control system. In a year, one pangolin eats 70 million termites, pests, and insects. We don't understand that. We don't want to understand that. We don't want to feel for them what service they are doing to the whole planet Earth, friends. So that way I can just continue. I can go on, go on, go on, go on. So who is the culprit here? They are not disturbing us in any way. We are disturbing them. We are encroaching into their habitat. We are destroying them. And when we destroy them, we are also destroying ourselves, friends. That is the truth. So I want Dr. Newton to share his views.
That's wonderful. And Dr. Lakshmi was speaking about this ecosystem. In the ecosystem, everything is so connected. If something is disturbed in the part which is part of the ecosystem, it disturbs the whole ecology, ecosystem itself wobbles. So human beings, animals, plants, minerals, the entire our Mother Nature, Mother Earth is one system, ecosystem. There is a certain beautiful balance and regulation that's happening. We're all so interconnected, interdependent. Only human being is behaving as if they are not part of the ecosystem, and we are actually disturbing the ecosystem. That's what is being observed on this planet Earth. And thanks for a very clear message, Lakshmi. It's really beautiful. And dear friends, one of our friends here in the chat box asked a question about how we can live in pure consciousness every day. Manju Jain ji from Delhi, she's asking this question about how we all can live in a pure consciousness every day. So we can take those questions also. It's so beautiful because we are talking about SWASA Mahavidya. So that means this breath that we all have, almost everyone, each one of us is breathing. We are breathers. Not only we are breathing, animals breathing, plants are breathing, mineral kingdom is breathing, stones are breathing. Actually, our Gaia, Mother Earth, is breathing. So somewhere we are all breathers, breathing. We know how to breathe, but only human being, because we have this mind, a monkey mind. All the time, this monkey mind distracts us. It finds, you know, unnatural ways, artificial ways. We have gone far away from healthy way of breathing and also the healthy pattern of living life, except humans, remaining all the planet, all the creatures, organisms, everything is in default state. By default, they're living beautifully. But because human being has this extra thing which is not there in the plant kingdom, animal kingdom, and then mineral kingdom, that is called mind. We all have this buddhi, means higher intellect, which we are not utilizing it, which is like hidden and sleeping. Mostly from our unconscious states, we are operating on this planet Earth. We have become so mechanical, so much driven by our greed, so much driven by, you know, fear, and we want everything for us, and we want to own everything and pile it up and keep it hoard the things with us. And we are also in this way, we have become so unconscious, mechanical, robotic, and we have moved from this pure being state of pure consciousness. We are not living natural ways. We are not relaxed beings. Look at a cat. Look at how relaxed the cat is. All the animals, they all, when you look at them, they might temporarily, in a moment's time, when there is another cat approaching, they might feel threatened or another animal approaching, but they are mostly relaxed beings. Humans are not relaxed. They're not experiencing the wholesome consciousness, the pure beingness. So, our breath can do wonders, my dear friends. So on the episode 3, I was talking about, and Dr. Lakshmi also was talking about SWASA Vidya, the science of breathing. 30 years, since 30 years, I've been practicing this breath meditation. I practice every day. For me, my breathing is like a fuel. It's like a petrol for my engine. My engine to work well, I need to every day on daily basis for 1 hour or 2 hours, I need to observe my breathing. Though it is so simple practice, it has such deep effects. It affects, it has positive effects on all aspects of our life. So right now, we talked about collective intention on April 5th at 9 p.m. by lighting a candle, lighting a lamp. So our breath, when the air is entering through these nostrils, in our nostrils, there are two deities, or they are called as devatas, who are residing. They're called Ashwini devatas. In our ancient Sanskrit scriptures, it's written that there are two physicians of the gods. There are 3 crores, 33 crore gods, like forms of gods, deities in India that were mentioned in the ancient scriptures. For them, there are two physicians. They're like twins, Ashwini Devatas, they're called as. So they reside in the nostrils. They reside in your in breath and out breath. So they're like twins. One breath is going inside, another breath is coming out. One is inhalation, another is exhalation. So these Ashwini Devatas are physicians of us. They're also known as Tathastu Devatas. This word Tathastu, Tathastu means so it is, so be it. So when we are intending, making a sankalpa, an intention, we want health for our family, health for everyone on the planet Earth. And it's an intention not only for you, for the whole planet. So there are Tathasu Devatas here, Ashwini Devatas. They say, so be it. When you are observing your breathing, whatever you intentions you have, you want to manifest certain things in your life, they manifest so quickly with your breathing because your breath dispels, dissolves all the fears in you, all the survival fears. Fears coming from our three lower chakras. One is the root chakra and Swadhisthana chakra and Manipur chakra. More related to survival fears, fear of not having food, fear not being safe, fear of being going to die, fear of dying, fear of death, and fear of life also, fear of being overpowered by something. So many fears that we have. So all these fears are dispersed when you watch the breath. All the negative thoughts that we have, they get completely dissolved within no time when you start watching the breath, when you are observing your breathing. One day, Buddha was walking with several disciples. One of the disciples, a Buddhist monk, who was also learned to practice anapanasati meditation. He asked Buddha, my dear Master Buddha, you're talking a lot about anapanasati meditation, but I am really not able to practice it. My mind is out of control. I don't know how to control this monkey mind. It's going on thinking negatively. I have so much fear. And with that, I'm disturbed. I feel so restless. Though I became a monk, I want to learn meditation and all that. I'm not able to do. Sincerely, I pray to you. I request you, my Lord Buddha, guide me. And Buddha said, wait for some time. I will give you the clarity about this Anapanasati meditation. So, after a kilometer of walking, Buddha asked everyone to stop under a tree, under the shelter of a tree. And Buddha said, I'm feeling thirsty. My dear friend, can you bring me water from that pond? There is a water body there. I could see it there nearby the tree. Can you go and get me some water? And that disciple who asked the question went towards the pond. He saw the water body which is dirty. The water is full of mud. All the mud particles are floating, and the water is not at all, potable. Nobody can drink that kind of water. So he came back to Buddha and told Buddha that, my dear Buddha, master, I went to the pond, but I observed that the water is dirty. You can't drink it. I'm sorry, I can't get that water for you. Buddha said, okay, I will wait. Let's do something. We'll wait here for an hour, and after an hour, you go and watch the pond again. And let's see if there is some change happens. So this time again, the disciple went after an hour to fetch the water for Buddha, and what he found is something very, very beautiful, friends. Can you guess what it is? The mud in the pond, the dirty cesspool or the pond, water body, all the mud settled down. The water is now very clear. It's pure water, clean water. And he was surprised. Just he didn't do anything. Only thing is, he did not throw pebbles, he did not put his hand in it, he did not create ripples, and he just was watching for 1 hour. He was just waiting and watching, nothing, doing nothing. Clean water came out, and he brought the water to Buddha. He said to Buddha, my dear master, you have answered my question without answering. No words were used, but just you showed me something very, very beautiful. I understood your message. I know now how to watch the breath and how this negative mind, catastrophic mind, destructive mind with its destructive thoughts, everything settles down. These thoughts when I just become a watcher, witness, watch the breath. I know now. I'll practice now itself. He sat under the tree along with Buddha. He really could achieve what is called as pure mind, pure consciousness. Manjuji, this is what is needed. Everyone, don't think that problems will not be there in this world. Problems will not be there for two kinds of people. Only two kinds of people. Those people who are already dead, they will not have problems. Or those people who have not taken birth, they will not also have problems. But if you are alive in a body, that means you have problem. That is actually, I can say that it's an indication that you are alive in your body. That means problems do come in this duality. All the challenges, tests, everything will come. But in your consciousness, say something that can make you experience your pure beingness. So, some of our friends are requesting to speak in Telugu. My dear friends, every alternate day we are also giving in Telugu. Yesterday I spoke in Telugu language the same thing. So, again, tomorrow we'll have the Telugu class for you. And so, pure consciousness, pure being nature can be experienced by doing nothing. Stop doing nothing. Stop doing anything, no activity. Sit like a statue, like how Buddha sit like a statue. Like I can show you here the picture of Mahavatar Babaji. A Buddha statue is there, but it's not in a sitting posture. But I can show you Mahavatar Babaji there, how he's sitting in a Padmasana, in a Sukhasana. He's so comfortable. He just sat with clasping his hands, interlocking the fingers. So, in the same way, we can sit like a statue and doing nothing, absolutely doing nothing. And only you witness and watch. Meditation is a witnessing state. So, witness your breathing. That's the most simple way of meditation practice. Watch your breath. Initially, you will not understand what is watching the breath. Even I struggled when I started my meditation practice in 1989. So it was like how to watch the breath. It's impossible. But slowly, slowly, every day I just used to sit down. My guru told me 3 hours of meditation practice. My guru, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, founder of Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement. I pray, I my sincere gratitude and pranams to Patriji because I learned so many things from just this sincere practice of meditation. So I started practicing for 40 days initially. My guru told me every day 3 hours meditation practice. And after 20th day, I could understand what is observing the breathing means, what is breath awareness means. Before that, I used to take uh, with all the effort breathing with all the effort, breathing with all the consciousness, like conscious breathing. But I have not learned for the first 20 days about breath awareness. Watching the breath is totally different from conscious breathing because already breathing is happening. You pay attention to your breath, whatever is happening in your nostrils. And the breath is reaching inside, it's going deep down. Some people can feel the breath is also reaching below into your abdomen. That's why many can feel the movement of the abdomen bulging out. Some they feel as they observe breathing, it becomes smaller and smaller. The magnitude of the breath, amplitude of the breath becomes very, very small. It reduces. And as the mind becomes empty, you find that your breath slows down to like a column of breathing, like an inch. The breath is only very tiny column of breath moving in your nostrils, and finally it reaches to the third eye, the place that is the most important energy center in all of us. So, dear friends, breath awareness is really a beautiful practice, and I'm going to share with you also in 5 minutes the stages when you start watching the breath, what else will happen in you, how you need to become totally aware. Buddha called this practice as Mahasatipatthana. Sati means mindfulness, awareness. So, in this Mahasatipatthana, there are four foundations of these practices, four important mindful practices. That means four things you need to observe and watch. First is you start with your breath watching, observing your breathing. The second, you find after some time Kaya Anupasna. Buddha called this as Kaya Anupasna. Pasna means seeing, Anu means little seeing, Vipassana means great seeing, clearly seeing, Anupasna means minute seeing. So, what happens when you become a witness to your breathing? Your mind is empty and silent, huge cosmic energy inflow happens. That pass, that energy, it results, gives rise to certain sensations in your body because wherever there are certain blockages in the flow of energy channels, etheric tubes, etheric nadis, what happens is there are certain unpleasant sensations. If the flow is very good, there are pleasant sensations in your body. So Buddha called it as Kaya Anupasna experience, where you watch this body sensations. You become now aware of the body sensations. The next stage is Vedana Anupasna. Vedana means feeling perceptions. Not only these sensations appear, whenever there is a painful sensation, attached to this painful sensation, there is painful emotion, painful feeling. Have you not experienced, my dear friends, that whenever you feel so sad, you're grieving, your heart is heavy? Whenever you feel burdened, your shoulders are aching, they're very heavy. Whenever you have financial distress, your lower back aches. Whenever you find that you don't want to see what's happening in front of you, you have eyesight and there's a blurring of the vision. And whenever you don't want to hear harsh words and you also have start developing deafness, you have some kind of heaviness here. So that means every sensation that you experience in the body, pleasant or unpleasant, has a feeling and emotion attached to it. So Buddha talked about it very elaborately in this Satipatthana Sutra. He said Anapanasati, which leads you to second mindfulness state. In the second awareness state, where you watch the sensations in the body, and it's Anupasna. Anupasna means only don't be obsessed with watching all the time. Don't crave, don't reject, don't repulse, don't have aversion. Don't crave for pleasant sensations, don't have repulsion or aversion to unpleasant sensations. Be in a neutral state, exactly in a neutral state, in the middle state. Actually, Anapanasati makes us experience that equanimity state. Be exactly in the middle. Don't react. Don't react to pleasant or unpleasant sensations. And then Vedananupasna, don't react to your pleasant feelings or unpleasant feelings. Be in the center, be in the middle. There are, pleasurable feelings that comes up. There are, sad feelings that comes up. Embrace both. Don't reject, don't cling. Be in the neutral, exactly in the middle state. Don't react. This is also anupasna, only minute way of saying. Just observe that it's happening in you. Vedana anupasna. Then Buddha talked about third mindfulness foundation, third important foundational practice that's called Chitta Anupasna. Chitta Anupasna means your mind, subconscious mind, and this conscious mind, all the thought forms, beliefs, memory complexes, it comes up. Whatever the memories which you have forgotten, pleasant, unpleasant, positive, negative, all kinds of stuff, they come up. So sometimes in this stage, your womb memories, fetal memories, past life memories, pleasant, unpleasant, it comes up. Again, don't react. Even if it is a positive one, don't cling to it. It's the past, it's a memory, it's the mind which is reacting, mind which is bringing up all that stuff. Here you are an observer, witness and watch, 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 watch. Witnessing state is so important. When you witness, you are not attaching to something. You're watching like an observer. So observation is so important, which cultivates awareness and mindfulness. So, for example, this is the Bluetooth device. I'm holding this object in my hand. I'm watching it. Immediately, I know that I am not this object, right? I am not this object because I'm able to observe it. Initially, if I really like it, I like this device, the Bluetooth device, which really serves very well. And I love it. I become addicted and I really develop an attachment to it. I cling and crave and all that. What happens is I will be clinging. And along with it, I develop a fear. If somebody takes it away, I will lose it, fear of losing it. Or else, if it's not working one day, I really hate why it is not working. Will be very angry on this object. So now, if I watch it as an observer, it means that I'm not this object. If I'm just giving you an example of it, just like now you are watching initially your breathing, you're not your breathing. Your breathing is sometimes deep, your breathing is shallow, it is irregular, it is harmonious, you are watching your breath. Then you are watching the body sensations, pleasant, unpleasant. You are not the body sensations. You are not the pleasant or unpleasant, good or bad, right or wrong. You are not anything of this. You are not either what's happening in a feeling, emotions. Whatever coming up is, you are not that because you are able to observe it. You are mindful, you are aware, you are not reacting. You are also not your mind, complexes in the mind like memories, thoughts, beliefs, all that stuff. You are able to watch it. Buddha said, one, anapanasati, kaya anupasna, vedana anupasna, chitta anupasna, and then he talked about the fourth one. Uh, the fourth mindfulness practice is called Dhamma Anupasna, Dhammana Anupasna. Here, you understand this Dhammanupasna is a phenomena which you are observing. Neither you are attached nor you are, uh, you know, having the aversion. Neither you are clinging nor averting. You have aversion. You are not reacting. Everything is changing. The sensation which is there before is changing. Feelings are changing. Your thoughts and memories, they change. Just go on observing, it changes. Your breath initially, which is irregular, when you go on observing, your breath changes into a most harmonious, healthy rhythm. It's a beautiful Buddha's discovery. He said, Dhamma, everything changes, but there is something which is unchanging. The observer in you, the witnessing consciousness in you is not changing. Now, your goal is to watch the watcher. Look at your own consciousness. How to look at your own consciousness now? That's what we do. So far, you are watching all the phenomena, objects. Now, you watch the watcher. Buddha said, once these four mindfulness practices are mastered, you reach to vipassana state. Vipassana means clear seeing. Clearly, you see your true nature. Your true nature is awareness. You are that awareness which is watching everything. You are that pure being. You are that pure consciousness beyond good and bad, beyond right and wrongs, beyond pleasant and unpleasant. You are that pure consciousness. You are the pure awareness. Vipassana state, you get experiences of the soul. So, dear friends, very simple practice. Buddha did not speak in complicated language. Even a layman, everyone, anyone can, whoever has breathing, whoever has a nostril, whoever has breathing, they can do this. They can go through this experience. He said, whoever sincerely practices anapanasati meditation and cultivate the mindfulness and awareness through sincere practice, be diligent with your practice, and then they become Buddhas. Buddha himself declared that before me there are thousands of Buddhas. After me there are going to be thousands of Buddhas coming on this planet Earth. He said he opened the doors to every human being. He said everyone can be an awakened being through practice of meditation. There is an awareness that can be awakened. You can live like a Buddha. This is something very beautiful contribution from Lord Buddha. So, dear friends, I really bow down to Buddha and all the Buddhas in the past, all the Buddhas in the present who are living on the planet Earth, and all the Buddhas of the future. And something very beautiful about the breathing. We never forget about it. Now, let's listen from Dr. Lakshmi because every time she surprises with her beautiful practical wisdom. So, I request Lakshmi to share her insights, wisdom.
I bow down to you for your compassion, for sharing this wonderful wisdom with everyone. Dr. Newton has wonderfully explained how to be in silence, how to practice. So, friends, the coronavirus has given us this opportunity to spend this time with ourselves, to be in silence. Otherwise, we are so much focused on outside things. Theory. We're accumulating so much of intellectual knowledge through different means. But what about practice? Now the time has come to practice, to be with ourselves, to go within. And we have observed as we are all sitting in our homes because of this lockdown, automatically everything is becoming all right. There was so much pollution before, and now you can't see any more pollution outside. The fresh air is so fresh, it's so pure. So things are just falling into place when we are not interfering, when we are not intruding into the other habitats. So, friends, it's so important to be in silence. I'm enjoying my time every day. Most of the time, we are in silence. Even if we just share something, it's all about the spiritual wisdom, whatever insights we are getting in our meditation, in our silence. It's so beautiful to spend our time like this. Why are we focused? Yes.
And about the Okja, the
Yes,
movie that
I'll
we
share
watched.
that. I'll
Yeah,
share
yeah.
that. Yes. So, friends, we are so focused on outside things. Here, I just want to share people nowadays are able to live even without their breath, but they are not able to live without their cell phone and Facebook or whatever it is. I'm not against technology. Technology has its its importance right now because of this technology. We are able to connect with you. That's amazing. But how to use this technology? Because I'm seeing everywhere children hooked to their cell phones 24 hours. They are not able to go outside. They are not able to touch the Mother Earth. They don't know about this experience of playing with other children. They're just busy with their cell phones, playing video games. And the same with the adults. I have observed even adults, they're just waking up till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, early morning, just because they're just busy in their Facebook or whatever they are doing. So, friends, even technology, we should use it as medicine. Because medicine is helping us, if we take too much of medicine, it becomes poison. So, in the same way, friends, as humanity, we have to remind ourselves all the time what has happened in the past. The Atlantean civilization was completely destroyed because they misused the technology. The technology they had was 1,000 times more advanced than what we have today, friends. So just use the technology in the right way whenever it is needed, not just to spend your time, not just to, you're just doing time pass. But when we do that, we are also affecting our environment, our planet Earth. For example, I just want to share about the 5G. If 5G comes, everything will be faster. Internet will be faster. You will have driverless cars. What are we going to do with driverless cars, with internet being fast if we are not there here? What's the use of all the technology, friends? And some are saying that, oh, 5G is not affecting birds, it's not affecting the environment. But what's happening to almost so many birds are disappearing? They are becoming extinct. And even the scientists are agreeing to this fact that with this 5G technology, the magnetic compass of migratory birds are being disturbed. It's being disturbed. We don't know what effect it's going to have on our systems. We all know radiation affects us. It will affect our body. It will affect our system if we indiscriminately use this technology, friends. So, friends, if it is going to harm my planet, our planet Earth, it's going to harm my friends, our friends, the birds, our family members. I don't want this 5G technology. Instead, I will go within. I will practice silence, I'll practice meditation, and I will connect with my inner technology. So at this point of time, we all need to look at the practical solution. In what way we can help this ecosystem, to restore this ecosystem. For example, yesterday we were watching this movie, Contagion. I don't know how many of you must have watched this movie. This movie was released in 2011, my dear friends. I was so shocked to see exactly the same situation, whatever is happening right now. How did this director get this information, receive this information? That clearly shows so many masters are giving us this information beforehand. And even Sylvia Brown, in her book, there was this channeling about this, whatever we are experiencing right now. That means so many invisible beings are helping us. They're giving us this information beforehand so that we can do something about it. Otherwise, what's the use of this information if it is being given to us beforehand? If we don't act on time, if we don't make necessary changes, friends. Please watch this movie. You will be amazed. It's exactly the same situation, whatever is happening right now. And this movie was released in 2011.
Contagion is the name
Contagion,
of
yes,
Contagion is the
Contagion.
name of the movie.
That's the name of the movie. So, friends, we all have to take responsible choices. We are all responsible collectively. We are all responsible collectively. We can't live in this illusion anymore. The time has come. The need of the hour. We have to make some choices. Some practical, no more theory. No more theory. Some practical choices, some solutions. The choices which we are going to make will affect our future, the future of our planet Earth, the future of our children, the future of our future generations, friends. We just can't live in this illusion anymore that nothing is going to happen to me. So I just want to share this story about a man who was just going back to his home one evening, and he was carrying a box, and this box had many holes. So the friend whom he met on the way asked him, "What is this? What are you carrying in this?" He said, "I'm carrying a mongoose in this box." So his friend asked, "Why are you carrying? What is the purpose for carrying this mongoose?" So then he immediately replied, nowadays, whenever I get drunk, I start seeing many snakes around me. So in order to protect me from these snakes, I'm carrying this mongoose." So then his friend immediately replied to him, "My dear friend, it's just an illusion. When you're getting drunk, you're seeing these snakes. Those snakes are not real. It's an illusion." So then this fellow immediately replied, "You know, this box I'm carrying, this, whatever is in this box, this mongoose is not also real. There's no mongoose in that box. It's an illusionary mongoose. And this illusionary mongoose is taking care of those illusionary snakes." Friends, so he is living in that illusion. So we are also living in this illusion. We have to come out of this illusion. We have to do something right now. Now or never. The humanity has reached to that point, to that situation. And so many environmentalists were warning us for so many years about the global warming, so many different things. They're clearly telling us the earth is coming. If you don't act right now, the humans are going to become extinct. So, what is it that we are going to do right now? What can we do right now? Maintain silence as much as possible. Go within. Practice meditation. Eat sattvic diet, vegetarian diet, if possible, vegan diet. Because we have to really take care of all those factors where we just can't treat animals with this cruelty. And we were also watching this movie, Wokja.
Ogza.
Wokja. It's such a beautiful movie, friends. It's a Korean movie. Beautiful movie. You just have to watch this movie.
Very touching.
Very touching movie. And what all we are doing, the genetic modifications just to, feed ourselves for the sake of food. So you have to watch all these wonderful movies. They have a wonderful message for us. And we have to practice it. Not only watching the movies, not only the entertainment, but we have to practice
The
it.
movie name and
Yeah.
the spelling of it, Sandeep.
OKJA. 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 It's a Korean movie.
Yes, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, please watch this movie. It's a wonderful movie, friends. So, friends,
J-A.
JA, yeah.
O-K-J-A. O-K-J.
K
A.
A.
J for jet lag. Yeah, that's interesting. That's
Yes.
wonderful.
And there's also this another movie, After Earth.
Yeah.
What happens when this Earth planet is no more habitable for human beings?
Mm.
And all the animals have, started genetically modifying themselves, going through these mutations. And some human beings who are alive on this planet Earth, they just leave this planet Earth because it's no more habitable. And they just start living somewhere. And some beings, some animals, they start attacking these human beings. And these beings, I don't remember exactly the name of these beings,
Yeah.
they're like alien beings, and they can't see, but they can perceive your fear. If you're feeling fearful, then they attack you. Then they perceive your vibration. What a wonderful message, friends. Exactly. That's what is happening. If you are gripped with fear, your lower vibration can attract so many negative things. You start attracting so many negative things. So it is so important for us to be courageous, to move towards a solution, because we are all collective human beings. So somebody eating something somewhere has affected the whole planet Earth. So now we are responsible. We are responsible about what we are eating. We are responsible about what we are thinking. Because at a collective level, even our thoughts are affecting each other. So we need to be in that state, in that pure state, in that unconditional state, in that thought-free state, in that compassionate state. What do you feel?
Yes, that's very true. We need to really practice, and these days we are really spending time meditating and few hours every day, and we are mostly in silence. And also, we have these spiritual conversations with our family members, and at the same time, we are also writing, working, reading spiritual books, and also watching spiritual movies. And recently, one Hindi film we watched, Bala. It's about the bald head. It's really very, very funny, but there is something very beautiful message for everyone in that movie called Bala, where a childhood block because of body shaming, how a child, in the future, when they become an adult, and how the shame continues, becomes a toxic shame. I highly recommend that movie. And also this Wokja and After Earth. We were watching many. Another one is Dumbo, right?
Dumbo.
Dumbo. Highly recommend Dumbo also.
It's about a flying elephant.
Flying elephant and like a circus and how we treat the animals and Dumbo. It's really fun watching these spiritual movies. So, dear friends, and there are some few questions our friends are asking. One friend, Sumanti Dongari, is saying, please watch my Secret Terriers. It's about the coronavirus in Netflix. That's wonderful. Thank you. I'm thankful to Gaurav for introducing me to you both. Beautiful souls, Dr. Newton. Thank you, Mariana. And one friend is asking about where is this consciousness? Because I talked about the breath watching, breath awareness, and then becoming conscious of your consciousness. Where is this, consciousness residing? Is your consciousness residing only inside this body? Is it consciousness residing in the heart or in the third eye or here? So, what is the answer? What is body consciousness? What is spiritual consciousness? So, this subject called consciousness itself is such a vast topic, but coming to the point, straight to the answer to your question, Sumanti, is your consciousness is all pervading, not only local, not only residing in the body, it's everywhere, but we feel the consciousness. Those who are completely oriented and completely identified with the body, they experience mostly body consciousness or the material consciousness, we can call it as physical consciousness. But there's some who could shift their consciousness because of there's certain disciplines they practice, awareness methods, mindfulness. They're mindful of what is bigger than the body, what is greater than the body. In meditation, they're able to even we observe the thoughts and observe certain experiences that unfolds in meditation. They realize that they are not just residing in this body consciousness. The consciousness which is expressed as this body is actually we are much more than this body, much more than this mind, much more than our emotions, much more than this personality ego structure. We are that all pervading consciousness, which is non local and non linear, but the headquarters, we can say that is the headquarters is the heart. Headquarters of capital of Bharat Desh is, we say, Delhi. We kept Delhi as the capital of Bharat Desh. So, in the same way, what is the headquarters of our consciousness is the first time when we are meditating from the lower energy centers, we raise our consciousness to the heart. Anahata chakra, our heart center is opening. We operate not from survival fears, but we operate from as a human being. First time there is a human heart that is opened. We know how to extend ourselves to others. First time we have a feeling to expand our consciousness and reach out to others. This holding the hands of others, or not now in the coronavirus situation, but I mean, even the heart, extending our heart to others, it happens when we raise above. First time we experience it here. As you become an advanced practitioner, your headquarters will become here. Kutastha. This is called Kutastha. Your Chaitanya, Kutastha Chaitanya, is your consciousness reaches to your third eye. Agya Chakra opens. This is the place where finally a deep meditator, the consciousness resides here. Your whole consciousness is focused here. That's why some they get tingling sensations, some get heaviness in the forehead. Whenever they meet spiritual people, whenever they are meditating, they get this kind of feeling here on the forehead. That's because consciousness is residing here. So the same primordial consciousness, which is throughout, everywhere, it is all spread out throughout the universe and multiverses. So the same consciousness is also has become this body, has become this mind, has become this emotions, has become this everything that you can perceive in this three-dimensional reality. This consciousness also created these five elemental nature, Pancha Mahabhutas. From that consciousness, we call it as Brahman or great Atman. That consciousness has become the space, has become the wind, has become the fire, has become the water element, has become the earth element. So, this consciousness at different levels, it is the same one consciousness. Though we all are looking differently and the creation appears to be separate from each other, but it's something uniting all of us. So that's the answer to your question. And then one more question Mr. Akash is asking about what is the future of Corona? Corona exists along with us. There's a coexistence we're going to do. Corona, don't think it's your enemy. So far, so many new viruses appeared on the planet Earth. Still, influenza virus is still there. SARS virus is there, Ebola virus is there, variola virus, which causes smallpox, is there, and they don't disappear. They will be there. Only thing is, your
Yes.
body raises its immune system. You will be equipped. Your body knows what to synthesize. The inner pharmacy and the inner activation of your own immune system that happens, and we coexist with coronavirus. Dear friends, these uncertain times, we don't need to get panicked. Only thing is, we take the lessons, we really practice, we stay at home, we really sincerely practice our meditations, because something it is beautiful that's happening when we are meditating together collectively on the planet Earth. So, all these viruses will be there. Coronavirus also will be there, but human species, we are going to collectively learn the lesson, and we move to the next level of our evolution. That's what happens. And don't worry whether coronavirus will take another form, it's going to mutate into something dangerous. Don't think that way. Negative thoughts, we don't need to think
Yeah,
negative
right now,
thoughts.
what we need to rethink is our connection with the wild animals, our connection with the ecosystem. It's better if we leave them to where they belong without interfering in their ecosystem, friends. And if the destruction of their habitat is giving rise to all these issues, then the restoration of the habitat is the solution to a
Yes,
certain extent. Yes, we all need to really, really make efforts in that direction to live our life. You live and let others live.
that's very true. So, dear friends, we all can do some meditation now, few minutes of meditation. So we are were listening and sharing through this chat box, and there are actually PMC live channel which is being streamed live, and there's a Facebook channel by Quantum Life University, Life Foundation page, like through Facebook. Many of our Facebook friends watching, and YouTube friends, many of them are watching. Now it's been even streamed through cable operators on many televisions, and in Telangana and Rayalaseema, in different places. So all of us, it's good to really sit in a closed space and closed eyes, sit in a comfortable posture, sukhasana, every day, at least for a few minutes. We all meditate. It's going to do something very beautiful, good things for our planet Earth. So I want you to close your eyes and be mindful of your breathing. Observe your breathing. Notice your in breath and your out breath. Your normal, natural breathing need to be observed. If a breath is long and deep, let it be long and deep. We don't need to manipulate our breathing. No gimmicks with the breathing. If your breath is short and shallow, let it be. Whatever the breathing that's happening, you just pay attention to that breath. And when you are fully giving all your attention to your breathing, all the noise in the head, all that cacophony in the mind, all that chattering that's going on in the logical mind, it slows down, it becomes zero. Let the thoughts come and go, you don't need to fight them. Just like clouds in the sky, Only thing is you don't give your attention to your mind. Be an observer. Disidentify what is happening in your mind, the thoughts. It's a story. It's the past thoughts or future thoughts, and they come and go. Just come back to your breathing. This is your vital force. It's a life force that's entering into your nostrils every single moment. You're taking 12 to 18 breaths per minute. Just be mindful of it. As the thoughts in your mind slows down, your breath also slows down naturally. You don't need to try to change your breathing rhythm. Just observe, observe. Let's all connect through this great emptiness which is holding and embracing all of us. We are actually one. We are all connected through this silence, through this great emptiness. There's no poor or there's no rich. There are no superiors, there are no inferiors. We are all the same in this great emptiness of the mind. When the mind becomes empty and silence, and when we experience shunya and mahashunya, great silence, in that great silence, we are all equals. Let's be a watcher of this great silence in us and just become a great watcher of this silence. Be mindful of what's happening when mind is utterly empty and still and zero. Just let us all become zero. Zero in our thoughts, zero in our emotions, zero in our ego, zero in everything. No ambitions, no positive thoughts, no negative thoughts, just emptiness, great emptiness. Only your awareness, you pay attention to this beautiful breath which is happening on its own effortlessly. Universal force is breathing into your nostrils. There's a divine force which is breathing into our nostrils. We watch it and we transcend the limitations of thought, limitations of body, any sensation in the body, just watch it. Any feelings coming up, rising and falling, just watch it. Any kind of memories, beliefs, thoughts coming up, rising and falling, just watch. Don't react, just watch. Watch. The silence which is growing, the silence becoming great silence, and where you are expanding beyond the body and beyond the mind into vast, infinite space and time. In service of life, when we are meditating together, we are serving our planet Earth. We are raising the frequency of our planet Earth. We are contributing something to our planet Earth by just becoming a meditator. 3 more minutes, my dear friends. Continue watching the breath. Watch the inner experience from that great silence. There are many experiences of a different kind, experiences coming from your inner being. They're going to surface, unfold very, very spontaneously, naturally, effortlessly. Welcome all the divine experiences which comes up in deep silence. Another 2 minutes. This practice is called as Anapanasati. Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, Sati means the process to be with in breath and out breath. So Anapanasati means mindfulness of breathing. Last 1 minute. This mindfulness of breathing cultivates mindfulness in 4 different areas. Number one is Kaya Anupasana. You become aware of your body sensations. You become aware of your feelings and emotions rising and falling. You are becoming aware of the Chitta Anupasana, Veda Anupasana, and Chitta Anupasana, the thoughts rising and falling, memories rising and falling. And you enter into Dhamma everything changes. Rise and fall, that's the nature of the existence, the universe, the phenomena. It's everything, whatever that you can watch and observe, it's called phenomena. Everything is changing, fluctuating. And in 30 seconds, Anapanasati leads you to Kayanupasana. Kayanupasana leads you Vedananupasana, then Chittananupasana, Dhammanupasana. They may intermingle also. You may experience all things at the same time. And you experience Dhammanupasana, everything rising and falling. Just you watch in a neutral state, equanimity state. Then you watch the watcher, observe the observer in you, become aware of the awareness itself. 20 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, my dear friends, whenever you are ready, by rubbing your palms and placing your hands on your eyes, touching your eyelids for a few seconds, it's like a feathery touch you can give to your eyelids. Let the energy from your fingertips be distributed to your eyes and through to the rest of the body parts. And Before you open your eyes, visualize great light, visualize Himachin light. It's a sankalpa, it's an intention that we release. That light is the light of healing, light of peace, light of wisdom. And visualize that light completely surrounding our Mother Earth, our planet Earth, where every human being is covered with this beautiful divine light. With that smile on your face and joy in your heart, you can open your eyes. Welcome, friends, slowly to the Jagrutavastha, waking state of consciousness. You can come back. It's really wonderful, my dear friends, to connect with all of you. And
My dear Sangha, my dear friends, I'm so happy that I could connect with all of you yesterday and today. And from tomorrow, I want to be in complete silence. So Dr. Newton will be with you, sharing the wisdom, guiding you. And when Dr.